Aloha and welcome to Showcase Hawaii, Hawaii's only home shopping show. I'm Wayne Nunez.
And I'm Lori Nunez. So our moving gecko pendant, oh my gosh, I think there's a lot of people who are really gonna think this is cute.
This is going to be a popular item. It's our mo'o, which means gecko.
Right.
And, it's a pendant that we haven't featured before, and it's so unique. Look at the flowing lines. There's a lot of movement in this design.
Yeah.
And in fact, the legs move independently and separately from the body.
See, people like that.
Right.
And I think the tail and even the height at this angle, you see, it's so clever how the bail is behind or under, I guess, the head.
Under the head.
So you don't see it.
But it looks like it's crawling, right?
It's like crawling up on you, but
on the chain.
I mean, in a nice way.
It's a great size, too. It's about 1.25 inches. You could see it's kind of climbing on the ruler right there.
And very clever with the black enamel. I think that just kind of
Pops
highlights, creates a little bit of separation. But very smart just to have that curvature. I think that really adds interest as well.
Yeah, like I said, it's that whole movement type of design, and that's what I really liked about it. There's a nice flow to it. It sits very nicely in the crux of your shirt.
Yes.
And so it does look like it's climbing up your neck. It's funny because some people have a love-hate relationships with geckos. I actually love them. My daughter actually hates them. Not to the point where she doesn't need to be around it. She just doesn't have a fond memory of a gecko that was caught in a door one time and then the tail landed on her head and it was still moving. So she cannot stand being around them, but she thinks they're kind of neat when they're crawling around catching bugs.
Right. Well, I mean, that's the part that's kind of interesting, that the tail still wiggles.
Exactly.
So you can either be fascinated by it or like OMG about it.
Yeah, she was freaked out about it.
Yeah, but I think though that most people here in Hawaii or anyone who has visited, I think they know that the gecko does take care of a lot of the bugs, and so they do like the fact that they're there.
Yeah, I do. I like the ones that crawl on the walls. I don't particularly like the dinosaur-looking ones, and I didn't realize we've never had a cat before. So we recently got, within a couple years, a cat, and that was our first cat, and this cat. It's a great cat. It cleared out all the dinosaur-looking geckos, lizards, I should say, from our yard. So we don't have any of those crawling around our yard anymore because of the cat.
Right.
So,
that's too funny. So I think that the other thing we always try and do is show you the sizing. So everybody knows the size of a quarter. Mm-hmm. And so you can see that it's just a little bit larger than that. Oh, I like it on the rock. Yeah, that's very cool.
And then the width is about 5/8 of an inch.
And then, of course, don't forget we include the chain. And the reason why we went with the 18-inch chain is because you can see where it falls is really a nice place. And a lot of people tell us they want to be able to see it right in that kind of V area where if you're wearing like a aloha shirt or a polo shirt or a V type neckline. Of course, if you're wearing more of a scoop neck or a higher neckline, it will fall right in the right place, and then a lower neckline, it'll still look really good.
And it's great for a man or a woman too, because that 18-inch rope chain, as you said, falls in a perfect place. But also, keiki are going to love this too, because it is a lot of fun. And you can see in this shot that the movement with the legs are all individually fastened to the body. So they all 4 legs move independently of the body.
That's pretty good because usually you can get maybe part of it.
Yeah, the head or maybe the legs would move together, but they all move independently of one another, and then the body is a separate piece too. So
I could see any age really liking this. I think it's a great gift. And, we have a lot of people treating themselves, which is always nice.
Now, I want to point out both the gecko and the chain are .925 sterling silver. I have to say though, silver and gold have gone up, but we've kept our prices at kind of like at early 2000 level prices. So we haven't raised our prices. We pass on our savings to you, our viewers. We've been doing this for almost 15 years, and it's something we love doing. So we love passing on the savings to our customers, and we have a lot of customers.
Right. And we're always trying to find something that's unique to Hawaii, or we'll make a conversation piece. And I think, I think it's a very fun piece.
It is. It's interactive.
Right. And
everything's interactive nowadays. So this is an interactive piece, and we have a lot of fun with it. In fact, as I said, this is a new piece. We haven't featured it before. We're trying to feature new products that you haven't seen that are in different kind of genres. So we're featuring a lot of different types of fish and animals and different things like that.
Well, it's funny because Bruce in Kihei, he called and he says, "Oh, you always get me in a good way." I was like, "Oh, okay." And he says, "I get home, and when I turn on the TV, your show is on, and sometimes he'll take a video to show his wife so that they can agree on who they're going to gift it to."
Oh, that's a good idea.
And then other times, of course, he's surprising her, so then he won't show it to her in advance. But and then Karen from the Big Island, she and her husband are snowbirds from Nebraska.
Oh, nice.
So can you believe they got a vacation home 45 years ago, and they've been enjoying coming
they're
back
locals
each year.
now.
So they're celebrating their 65th wedding anniversary.
Oh, how
Congratulations.
nice. Congratulations.
And she said it goes by so fast, so enjoy it while you can.
Oh, wow.
Remember? Enjoy it while you can.
Is that's geared towards me, I guess. Yeah.
So she was so excited about surprising him, and that it would be, she was going to get him a gift, and it's going to be totally unexpected. And I said, wow, I'm impressed that after 45 years, they moved in 45 years ago. They've been married 65 years, that you're still surprising him after 65 years.
Yeah.
Right?
You don't surprise me. Actually, you won't surprise me because everything you get me, I usually take back and get what I want. So it's hard to surprise me.
Anyway, she said, I'm just tickled that he'll have no idea. And she actually had to send him on an errand to get him out of the house so she could call to place the order.
Well, I had a customer
Isn't that nice?
that called. His wife went into the bathroom and he was buying.
And they're like whispering and telling you to hurry up.
Yeah, he was buying a ring for her, and he goes, "Oh, shoots. I don't know. I don't know her size. Let me go ask her." I said, "You're gonna ruin the surprise. Plus, let her finish."
Better to fit though, but yeah, that's funny.
Exactly. So we get all types of people calling, and the great thing is, on a daily basis, we get people calling for the first time but have been long time viewers, and we just love that because they repeat stories that we've told. They give us tips. A lot of people say, "Hey, if you're ever here, go there and go eat," or whatever.
Right.
So we get a lot of feedback from our customers and a lot of good tips too.
Well, you know how we always talk about that sometimes all of a sudden we'll get an influx of calls from the same area?
Yeah, we always get that.
It almost feels like, are they only showing the show in that one town or
in Wailuku,
one city?
That happens in Wailuku a lot, and Kapa'a, and Kihei. Actually, we get calls from everywhere.
Oh, Hilo too.
Hilo,
and,
exactly.
Gosh, even on Maui. So all over. You said Wailuku, but well, it was funny because I just mentioned Karen. Being a snowbird from Nebraska, and then meantime somebody else called me and said they were moving to Nebraska. I mean, I kind of almost felt like putting them together so that they could connect. But anyway, she was saying, "Oh my gosh, it's going to be so far, and what I'm going to miss the most is the food and the people." But just that multicultural mix, and it is really hard to be away from Hawaii for very long without that mixture of food.
Yeah, that just different varieties and flavors. But she gets those giant, thick, juicy Omaha steaks.
True.
So you get to enjoy
There's
those.
some balance. So that brings me back to where, when you move away, if you're the one moving or someone has moved away. I mean, we have family who are living in different states, different countries, and sometimes it's just really fun to send them a little reminder. And it's almost like an inside joke sometimes. It's like, do you get this?
Yeah.
So here's this gecko.
Well, a lot of places on the mainland, they don't have geckos.
Right.
And to send them something like this, that would be a really neat kind of surprise, because even when they visit, for a lot of times we've had visitors and they're like, oh my God, what is that? It's a gecko. It's a lizard. You haven't
No
seen anything
fear.
like that? But yeah, so this would be a nice kind of inside joke for a lot of people.
Well,
but
you're good because you always save the baby geckos. Like if you find one,
yeah, well,
then
come
you
on
try and
now.
help.
Yeah, you got to.
Try and help them move to a safe place.
Right, that and the bees. Lori's always watching me save all these little insects and creatures in our yard. So you got to do your part. But it's a very beautiful piece. As I said, it's 0.925 sterling silver, as well as the chain is, and it's very modern looking, I think.
Oh, that's a good point. It's a very modern design.
You can
I
see
think
the bail there too. That's
Yeah.
another angle. You can
And
see
from
the bail.
this angle, you can really appreciate the polish.
Yes.
Polished look, all that shine. So again, the size, right? It's about 1 inch tall.
About 1.25,
One
actually,
and a quarter
a little
inch
over.
tall
Mhm.
by 5/8 inch wide.
Mm-hmm.
And the bail, as you can see, is very clever. You don't see it. It's hidden underneath the head of the gecko. So it does look like it's just kind of climbing up the chain or climbing up on you, which I think makes it a very creative, kind of artistic look, because again of that curve and the design and the curvature in the tail. And definitely what makes this piece so unique is having that interactive capability of the arms and the legs being able to move.
Actually, they're all legs.
Oh, okay, right, that's true.
So you'll have fun having that gecko crawling up your chain around your neck. So our golden chopstick, pearl, freshwater pearl, mind you, earrings are back. We haven't had them in gold for about 2 years.
Yeah, I was
but
just gonna say.
we've been in a time warp. We've lost a couple
I
years.
know. It doesn't feel like,
Right.
anyway, it's almost like the past few years didn't happen.
Right, but these chopstick earrings, super popular in the silver.
One of my favorites.
Yes, and our daughters.
It's just, yes, our daughter loves it. So really any age can wear this. And there's so much thought that goes into this design that makes it very unique. As you can see, the dangles move independently and it catches the light. And these are not flat, they're bars.
like chopsticks.
Yes, but they're bars, Don't be fooled though, it's not heavy. It feels really nice. There, you can see it's not so long. Sometimes people are trying to figure out how long. It's not where it's touching my shoulder or anything. It moves with you.
It's about 2 inches tall.
It
So-
comes in the white pearl or the black pearl. It's very hard to choose, so most people get one of each. But can I just show you what's so unique about this? Now you would think that the dangle would be attached to the pearl, and so you could only wear it the one way. But we actually have the dangle independently on the backing, so you could wear it with any post that you have, and you could then wear the pearl just with a regular post by itself if you wanted to. But that means you're getting more than just a twofer. Because
Well,
you
yeah,
can wear
'cause
it
you could-
with all kinds of other collection, posts that we
Right.
have offered you. So, I don't know.
It's a whole
That
lot
makes-
of fur.
I mean, you don't see a design like this. This is very unique. It's very cool.
I think the thing that made it most popular was the fact that it came in gold.
Yes.
So when we first featured it, it sold out within, a couple of months.
Yes.
We weren't able to get it back. And I just want to point out, this time we brought it back in 18 karat gold plating because we wanted a nicer plating, and we put a thicker plating on it because a lot of people were asking about that. So we decided to do that.
Can I say you can really tell it looks very rich. The color's very rich. It's a very nice, and again, gold plating over sterling silver. So many of you might have our sterling silver version, but this is the gold plated over sterling silver. It's very stunning.
Yeah, I don't want to hear you call and say, I already saw that. Show me something new.
I've never had anybody call and say that.
Actually, no.
They always say, oh, that's great, you brought it back, or, you know, I've been waiting for this, because they may not know. And it's funny because Dee was watching and she gave us a call.
Can I interrupt?
Yes.
Dee likes me best, I think. Right, Dee?
I talked to Dee and I said, Wayne said, you said he was your favorite.
Dee and I know.
She laughed.
She knows.
And she said, that's a good one.
She knows she has favorites and I'm her favorite.
Anyway, you know, we always talk about that our show is on 3 times a day, right? 6:30 in the morning, 3 in the afternoon, and just after midnight at 12:30 a.m. if you're up. And so Dee says, that's me. I'm up and I'm watching.
Yeah, people have their favorites.
Right. And she says, you have so many beautiful things that I have to go, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. And I have to pick, because she says she's sending gifts to San Diego and Indiana and New Hampshire.
And
I feel tired for her.
Can I just mention that the ordering process is super easy. And I think for a lot of people, we get this comment all the time. Either this is the first time I'm watching you, I've never seen it before, or I watch you all the time, but I never bothered to order because, you know, all these different reasons. So as with Dee, she was able to pick out the item she wanted. She was able to figure out who was getting what. And then she called us and she had the addresses, she had the items that she wanted, and we took care of everything for her.
Well, we understand. Some of you say, I've never done this before. And it's actually quite exciting, right? But they're like, I've never called in, I've never ordered over the phone. And there's an air of excitement. And then there is some people are a little nervous about, you know, well, how does all this work? But we protect your security for your card number. And, you know, we try to make it super easy. So you just tell us what you want. And people will call and say, I forgot the number, or I forgot what it was called. But if you can describe it, we're pretty good. We can figure it out.
So when you call and you say you want the earrings, because we get this all the time, we're going to get somebody that calls and says, I want the earrings that you're showing right now. Well, I'd like to say that we're live and that we could do this 3 times a day, 365.
Don't say. That's what they think.
Okay. We're live and we do this 365 days every day of the year. How's that?
They're always like, wait, you're on. How is it that you're talking?
Exactly.
I don't get it. Okay.
So if you don't know, we do jump on the phones because we love speaking to our customers.
I really enjoy
How are we
meeting all of you and getting to know you and hearing that you have, oh my gosh.
The gossip.
We have a customer, Jane.
Yes.
Jane, if you're out there, I applaud you.
Is Jane her real name?
She is 92 years
that's right.
old.
Yes.
And she says she has 92 grandchildren, great-grandchildren.
Jane, you should be taking a nap right now. Just wake up for Showcase Hawaii, then go back down and go to sleep.
So she's been ordering and ordering and ordering for everybody. But I love meeting all of you.
So my point was, when you call, don't say just the earrings. We'll figure it out eventually. We'll get there. But if you say the gold chopstick earrings, or the gold earrings with the pearl, or maybe the gold with the dangly things that you're showing, we'll figure it out. We'll get there. So we are here to help you and make the process so much easier. But as I said, these are super popular.
Yes.
The pearls are about 6 millimeters.
Right.
They're freshwater pearls. You could have your choice of black or white. The length of the earring itself is about 2 inches. Now, as Lori was saying earlier, they're not heavy. So you can't really feel that they're on or not. And it is for any age, because our daughter wears them, who is quite young, and then Lori wears them, who is not quite young.
See, I am listening. Sometimes he wonders if I'm listening.
Yeah, I have to quiz her every once in a while and say something, while we're talking.
my
But she usually
goodness.
is playing with the jewelry while we're talking.
It's just numbers now, isn't it?
Yes.
It just doesn't matter
But the
anymore.
numbers seem to get faster.
Oh, you
every
mean
year.
they come rapid
Yeah,
fire? Well,
the age.
it's so funny. We're telling our daughter, you know how when you're really young, you just can't wait till your next birthday, and you can't wait. You want to be older.
Right. And
Oh, speaking of numbers, you can see that the drop, it's about just shy of 2.5 inches.
the ordering process is fast and it's easy. You can give us a call at 888-965-7467.
Or 808-892-3337. Looking for Hawaii-inspired items at affordable prices? Watch Showcase Hawaii at 6:30 a.m., 3 p.m., and 12:30 a.m. every day on Spectrum Channel 1016. And here's a look at all the specials that we're featuring this month.
Now, if you're looking for that perfect gift that is for the music lover, the ukulele player, or somebody that loves listening to the ukulele, this is the perfect gift.
Now, if you're watching from the mainland, you might be thinking, isn't it ukulele?
Yeah, if you're on the mainland, you say ukulele, but here we say ukulele, and it's
Just so you're
beautiful.
not confused.
Just so you're not confused. And if you're from the mainland and don't know what a ukulele is or a ukulele is, it's kind of like a little guitar.
It's a wonderful, wonderful instrument.
It is.
And anyone who's been here would have gone to a show, or if you're lucky, you've heard a local person playing. Even just not even, a professional musician.
Somebody
a lot of
along
people,
the beach.
Right. A lot of people just enjoy playing, and it's just beautiful. And so this will bring back a lot of memories for those of you who have just visited. But for people who live here, it's very symbolic of Hawaii. And so we have it in the rose gold, silver, and the gold plated. That's always the toughest decision. But we have been seeing a lot of people experimenting now with the different metals, especially with the rose gold.
The rose gold is beautiful. Now, this is all 0.925 sterling silver. As Lori was saying, you could choose the gold-plated, rose gold-plated, or the silver finish. It has those cubic zirconia stones that are inset, and it just captures the light beautifully whenever any light hits it. No matter which way you're moving, you are going to capture the light. Now,
and I like that little puka in the middle, the hole.
Yeah, you got to have it. That's like key accent piece
Right.
for a ukulele. Now, we're including an 18-inch adjustable chain, and you can see the chain does match the finish
Very
of the
nice.
ukulele. So if you get rose gold, you're going to get a rose gold chain. And these chains adjust from small size, so if you have a small neck, to up to 18-inch. The ukulele itself is about 1.25 inches, which is a very good size, and about a 1/2 inch wide. And we find that we try and stay in that area of size because it's the most popular size.
And I just want to point out, I love the angle that
Yeah.
it's hanging from the bell lamp.
Yeah,
That is a really nice touch.
Well, it sits at the angle that you would play it at, and that's what's interesting
Exactly.
about it. So it doesn't sit in that vertical fashion. It sits at the angle you were
Yes.
saying, and I think that's going to resonate for a lot of ukulele players too if they're wearing this.
So our Kaimana quartzite fishhook pendant.
I love these.
These are a wow.
Yes. These
And
are very cool.
I like that it's hand carved, and the design, it's got this, hand braided adjustable cotton cord necklace, right? Which makes it really easy to put on and to wear. And it is adjustable. And so you can choose from, this is the jade green color, which is very vibrant.
It looks exactly like jade.
Right.
And I think a lot of the jade that you see out there is made out of the same material. But the black is stunning too.
Yes.
Depending on how the light hits it, it's a deep black or a deep green. This is a great price. If you love collecting fish hooks Add this to your collection. Everybody's going to ask you about it. Plus, if you were to be wearing a museum quality jade piece like this,
Right.
it'd be close to $4,000.
Yeah, it'd be in a museum.
Right. You would have to rob a museum to wear
Okay,
a
Wayne is not
museum.
suggesting that you do that.
Right.
He's just saying that obviously those pieces, we try to find things that look expensive but are affordable so that you don't have to worry about wearing it
Robbing.
and feeling concerned
and
about
robbing a
wearing it.
museum. Yeah, exactly.
But looking up close,
Mm-hmm.
beautiful attention to detail, and look at the size.
It's a great size. It's almost 2 inches, or it is 2 inches with the top piece.
Are Elua plumeria dangle earrings? I like dangle earrings because, with the hook, the shepherd's hook, it's so easy to slip on and wear. And then you can see the little rings between the flowers. Because it connects that way, it does have movement. I like that because when you're talking, you kind of move a little, it moves with you. When the wind's blowing, and just it gives it a different look. And you can choose the cubic zirconia you like. You can see that from where you put it through your pierced ear, it's going to be about 1.5 inches, just shy of that, 1.25 inches maybe, dangle. And then you can pick your cubic zirconia in the clear, pink, or even a light blue CZ.
Now, this is, again, going to match your plumeria jewelry. It's that plumeria flower. The flowers are about a 10 millimeter on the top and a 12 millimeter flower on the bottom. But it dangles, as you said, when you're moving your head, it dangles beautifully and it captures the light.
Well, just like you see here, you see how they're moving? I like that when it moves like that on you. It's
Right.
not just static.
Right. Somebody will be talking to you and they'll be mesmerized by those dangling
That
off
has
your ear.
happened to me where I'm watching somebody, but then I
happens-
start watching their earring.
It happens to me too, and I'm not even wearing earrings.
Okay, this is great when you see it next to a quarter and you get a good idea of a size.
Easy to order. Log on to showcasehawaii.tv. Well, we hope you're able to get in on one of these great deals today.
The ordering process is so fast and so easy, so log on to showcasehawaii.tv.
Thanks for watching.
Bye for now.